Hello, my loves. I want to take a moment to thank you all for all the comments and feedback and messages that I have gotten from you from the very first Magdalene transmission that I left for you all on Friday. And as promised, I am stepping back in with the second of the 6 parts that I think is now becoming 7 or 8 parts. We'll see. Maybe it'll be ongoing. Who knows? But I've still been feeling this increase in incoming energy from this weekend. I've spent all weekend in temple with different circles within Priestess Presence and really feeling the power of that solar eclipse in Aries, marking the end of an era and the beginning of an era, and then Neptune moving into Aries on Sunday, and the firing up, the empowering of a new position in consciousness that is going to be coming into our collective that we are all so deeply connected to, and that these Magdalene transmissions really are coming from, I believe, this position in consciousness. So I want to share with you the second scroll, and it reads like this. The veil is torn and I remain. Oh, and my kitten wants to come in too. Okay. Apparently there's some cat energy that's needed. So, the veil is torn and I remain. A Magdalene teaching on staying present in the unraveling. We are witnessing a great unraveling, a collective veil tearing open before our eyes. The separation between illusion and truth, between image and essence, is being violently undone. The world is no longer hiding its madness. The architecture of an empire is cracking and the rot is surfacing. We are watching governments descend into cruelty, justice systems reveal their complicity, and spiritual institutions fracture under the weight of their own distortion. We are not simply witnessing corruption, we are watching the death rattle of the patriarchal age. It is loud, it is chaotic, it is horrifying, and it is holy. This cruelty is not new, beloveds. It has lived beneath the surface of our world for centuries, hidden beneath veils of forced civility and sacred distortion. But now, this veil is not being gently lifted. It is being torn wide open. The light that pours through reveals what has always been there, the greed, the exploitation, the commodification of life itself. We see the desecration of the earth, the pillaging of the feminine, the addiction to domination and control. We see the price that has been paid in silence, in blood and in bone. This is what it looks like when an old god dies. This is what it feels like when the world that was never just begins to fall. This is the apocalypse. Not as destruction alone, but as revelation. The Greek word apocalypsis means unveiling. And what is being unveiled is everything. We are being asked to see with unflinching clarity, not just the shadows of the world, but the veils we have worn to survive. The unraveling is not just external, it is internal, it is spiritual. The veils are tearing within us too. The masks, the personas, the strategies of fitting in and staying safe, they are being stripped away. We are not just watching a world die, we are dying with it. Dying to the false, dying to the ego, dying to control. And if we stay, if we remain, we are reborn. This is the mystery written into every sacred myth, every sacred rite of passage. Death is not the end, it is the opening, it is the beginning. And to remain is the most radical act. To not reach for the old coverings, to not rush to rebuild the illusion, to stay open in the ache, honest in the hollow, present in the unraveling, to stay human in the apocalypse. This is not a performance, this is presence. This is not ascetic spirituality, this is spiritual maturity. And through the tear, something else is emerging. The Magdalene. not as a doctrine, not as a statue on a pedestal, but as a living frequency, a field of coherent love that cannot be owned, distorted, or contained. She does not rise despite the apocalypse. She rises because of it, and she rises through you. She comes as one who stayed at the tomb, the one who did not run from the death, the one who held the vigil in grief. She comes and returns now as the embodiment of divine love that does not look away, the one who can hold the truth of injustice and still birth the radiance of new life. Her presence says, I come to walk with you through the burning, not to rescue you from the fire, but to show you how to carry the light through it. Do not numb yourself to survive this. Do not rush to transcend it. Stay with it. Kneel in it. Be transfigured by it. The Magdalene path is not to escape the world. It is to become the sanctuary within it, to remain, to be a vessel for what is next. This love is not sentimental. It is sovereign. It is rooted in the earth, baptized in grief and crowned with vision. It does not bypass pain. It kneels beside it and it sings. To remain now is to become the field through which the next world can be dreamed, not as a fantasy, but as a frequency, a remembrance, a holy infrastructure of light woven through collapse. You are not being asked to rebuild what was. You are being asked to become the architecture of what is coming. And when the question rises, what remains after the veil is torn? The answer lives in your bones. I do. I remain. I trust the tearing. I let the light come through. I am becoming the new through the death of the old. This is the Magdalene's path through the apocalypse. This is the holy ground of embodied truth. And this is your anointing to walk unveiled. And so it is. And I will notice in this moment that right before I came live with this transmission, it was hailing here, as it has been all day. And right in this moment, the sun is shining and the light has returned from the dark. And I see and I hear that as the veil comes down, as we truly see the apocalypse, as we find my kitten that wants to be so much part of this transmission, as we see each other more clearly, as we find our way back to the truth of each other, we feel and know the presence of the Magdalene within us. Blessed be, loves. This is what it is to walk through the veil that is torn and choose to remain.